Hello, Pahrump. Keep those questions coming. We've got plenty of time to answer everybody's questions. The number is 727-8750. Feel free to call in and ask us anything that's on your mind. I want to talk a little bit about the Wellness Center and nutrition. We talked about the alignment of the spine, which is important, but again, what you feed the machine is very important. And if you're not getting the proper combination of nutrients, if you're not getting the right vitamins, the right minerals, the ratio of proteins to fats to carbohydrates that you need to be healthy, then I encourage you to stop in and visit with us, because part of the Wellness Center is a nutritional program that we're putting in and helping you folks out there, maybe with weight problems, maybe with diabetes, and you're having problems modulating your insulin. So, please feel free to give us a call and come in. We'll visit with you anytime regarding those situations. The Wellness Center is also we're looking at eventually bringing in acupuncture. I'm interviewing doctors now that we're looking at putting in an anti-aging program for the people here in Pahrump, exercise programs, anything concerned with helping people with their quality of life is what we're interested in doing at the Wellness Center. The combination of the allopathic or the medical approach and the holistic approach is a very powerful approach in helping people to get off their medications that they can get off of, to decrease the pain meds that they're taking, and to increase their overall health and quality of life. So I encourage you, if you have a problem or you have a question, to feel free to come by and talk to us and ask, because we're more than willing to take the time to visit with you and to give you some advice as to what you need to do to live a more healthy, a more qualified life. Chuck, thank you for calling back. What's up?
Hey, Doc, getting back to the Wellness Center, I was really interested in that sleep monitoring.
Yeah,
that's my biggest issue now, is I still have some problems getting to sleep, and certainly it's not a good REM sleep. Well, and I was wondering if you could explain how that's going to work, and if you have any indication of the timing on when you're going to have it in.
It's funny, Chuck, that you asked about that. We visited today with the people that are involved in putting that program in, and one of the things, and I know Dr. Reiner has hit on it, is sleep is so important. We're talking about nutrition, we're talking about spinal alignment and making sure that the nerve supply to the organs and to the muscles and the skeleton is proper. But none of that, it's all tied together. If you're not getting the kind of rest that you need, if you're not getting into REM, rapid eye movement sleep, at least 2 times a night, sometimes 3, then you're not getting the proper rest that you need. A lot of people, will say, well, I only sleep 4 hours. And, I give them all the credit in the world. I used to think that I could sleep on 4 hours, but it's just, it's not physiologically the way that things are done. To get into REM sleep takes about 90 minutes after you fall asleep, and that's the rapid eye movement sleep. That's the type of sleep, deep delta sleep, that you get into that allows the computer, your brain, to just clean itself out, to defrag itself, I guess is the best thing that I would say. And in order for you to get optimum sleep, you need to hit that 2 or 3 times a night, and you're usually in it for about an hour. So you got 90 minutes and then another 60 minutes, which is 2.5 hours, and then you come out of it and you're out of it for an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and you go back into it. So now you're looking at 6 hours, 7 hours of sleep, which is what, you need a good 8 hours, 9 hours of sleep a night to truly, truly be healthy. The Sleep Center is going to be involved in diagnosing what type of sleep you get. in setting up programs to assist you, to check sleep apnea. You know, there are some people with sleep apnea that literally wake up several hundred times a night. They might not be consciously aware of that, but that's the type of sleep that you're getting. Can you imagine laying in bed, having sleep apnea, and these people with sleep apnea wake up more exhausted than they were when they went to bed. So I mean, what the quality of life is it's just not there. People using the opiates for pain relief are not getting the type of sleep that they need. This is another reason why the narcotics are so dangerous, because you know you can only be on them for a short period of time before the effects of what's happening and you getting addicted to them, you see those things. So we're excited about bringing that sleep center in. We're actively working on it. We're probably still 90 days away from having it up and running. Chuck, what were some of the questions that you had, Chuck, regarding the sleep center?
Well, do you know how it's going to be done? Is it going to be like, I imagine, you know, the people are going to have to go to sleep and there'll be some device, you know, that...
oh yeah, they'll be monitored at night. We'll have two suites in the office dedicated for the sleep center, so that we can we'll be able to treat or diagnose 2 patients a night. We're hoping to run the sleep center 5 nights a week, because there are a lot of people here in Pahrump that could benefit from this sleep center being diagnosed, going through their health history and finding out what it is that needs to be added or eliminated to help them get a better night's sleep. You'll come into the office probably 7:30 or 8 o'clock at night, and you'll go to sleep, and you'll be monitored all night. Your heart rate, your brain waves. There are 4 different brain waves. The alpha brain wave, where you're actively awake and you're aware of what's going on. The beta, where you're kind of daydreaming. The theta, where theta state is that brainwave state where you wake up in the morning, but you're not quite awake. And then delta, which is deep sleep. And they'll be able to tell how long you're in each state, either before you go to sleep or while you're asleep or when you're waking up, and diagnose. Now, people with sleep apnea and problems with breathing, you're able to get their CPAP program going so that it'll help them with the breathing and stuff at night. Now, you can imagine if you've got an individual that's not sleeping at night, that's waking up several hundred times a night and not getting into REM or deep sleep, how much better that patient is going to feel if over a period of time, all of a sudden, he's sleeping 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours a night. His quality of life and the way he feels and his productivity can only go up. It can only get better. So that's kind of what we're looking at, Chuck.
Thanks. I'll be at the top of the list.
Well, you know what?
Interested.
You know what? We'll make sure you get in. And thank you for your questions. If you have any more, feel free to ask.
Thank you.
Yeah, sleep is so important. So we've touched a little on nutrition. We've touched a little on the nervous system. We've touched a little on sleep. All of these so important for your well-being and for your overall wellness. The other things we want to talk about is exercise. You know, I have a lot of geriatric patients that can't go to the gym, but if I can get them walking, 200 or 300 yards a day up and down the street in front of their house, their quality of life gets better, because with the walking, now you're getting the heart rate up. Now the heart rate is getting up and you're pumping more blood out into the extremities and into the organs. So you have more than one component in life to being healthy. I mean, like I said, nutrition, exercise, sleep, making sure that your nervous system is working optimally to your body. You know, your nervous system controls the hormone system in your body. And if your nervous system isn't working properly, then your thyroid probably isn't working properly. If your thyroid isn't working properly, you know, you're losing hair, you're losing muscle mass, you know, you're just all kinds of things, because that thyroid gland is so important. It's important for modulating the adrenal glands. It's important for modulating the kidneys for the aldosterone and the water retention, which is involved in hypertension. I mean, it's just so important. The nervous system is very, very important in your overall wellness and your overall health. So these are some of the things that we key on at the Independent Wellness Center. We key on these things, and we do what we can to assist our patients to get to feel better, to get up, to start moving, to start exercising, to eat better, to get the nutrition that they need. We look to see how they're sleeping. With the addition of the anti-aging program, we're going to be able to look at the hormone systems in the body to check and make sure, do the blood work to check and make sure that the hormones in your body are all optimum. And if not, to be able to utilize bioidentical hormones to assist you in that. Okay, guys, we're getting ready to go to a break. You guys out there need to call me. I need questions. Thank you.